I just wanted to say it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you everyone who has taken the time to tune in. I really appreciate your time. As Karen mentioned, my name is Patrick Harris. I work on the international development team in BSB here in France, in Dijon. So my job is to look after and support any international student applications, and of course we would be delighted to diversify and receive some applications from you guys. So I'm going to give you an overview of BSB, of the programs that we offer, of studying in France in general, and everything that can bring to you, and then I'll try and keep it relatively brief, and then if you have any specific questions at the end, we'll come back for a Q&A. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to start off with a video just to help you guys visualize Dijon, life in France, studying at BSB. Here's a quick video. Enjoy. Okay, so hopefully that gives you guys an idea of the city. That was some images of some of our students just enjoying everything that the city of Dijon has to offer. All right, I'm going to give you a bit of an overview of BSB, of our campus here in the heart of Dijon in France. And yeah, hopefully that gives you an idea of what it means to study at BSB. And I'll look forward to your questions at the end. So yeah, so here you can see a picture of the front of the university. The business school was founded in 1899, so we have over 120 years of experience. The campus is it's based, it's very modern, as you can see. It's based slap bang in the center of the city, the city of Dijon. So first of all, why would you choose to come and study in France? Well, of course, there is a wonderful balance here of nature, of art de vivre, and future-focused businesses here in Dijon. So Dijon, location-wise, is equidistant between Paris and Lyon. Paris being, of course, the capital of France, Lyon being the second biggest city. So if I move on here, you can see the map. We're roughly right in the middle of Paris and Lyon, so kind of like southeast of Paris. Really great location in terms of being, right in the heart of Europe. So we're very close to Belgium, Luxembourg, Switzerland, Italy. So really fantastic vantage point in terms of, exploring Europe once you're here. In terms of within France itself, the economically, France is the 7th largest economy in the world, right? So a pretty important place for you to continue your studies. Dijon's a medium-sized city. There's about 300,000 population. So really, it's big enough for there to be a very vibrant student community with a lot going on, but small enough for you to walk around everywhere. The city's super safe, and there are great transport links, and the cost of living is really very cheap, certainly compared to other European capitals like Paris or Berlin or London. So yeah, we're able to offer really the best of both worlds. We're surrounded by beautiful countryside, beautiful vineyards. Dijon is a center for gastronomy and winemaking. It's Burgundy is one of the most famous regions, certainly in France, but also worldwide, known for wine and food, and of course we're the home of Dijon moutarde that you might have heard of. So yeah, location wise, it's really ideal. It's about 1 hour and 20 minutes to get to Paris, about 1 hour and a half to get to Lyon by train. So if you're looking for that big city vibe, then it won't take you long to reach either of those cosmopolitan hubs. But Dijon itself, there's a lot going on, but it's a very sort of boutique city, and what we offer is a boutique university experience. So you'll be able to soak up everything that's fantastic about France, without having to, pay through the nose. So yeah, as I mentioned, Burgundy, so we are Burgundy School of Business, BSB. Burgundy is super famous, world famous for wine. We are the capital city of Burgundy. And so it's really wonderful to be able to make the most of everything that the city has to offer, but at the same time have this amazing countryside vineyards on our doorstep, if you want to escape for the weekend. So yeah, here you have some pictures of the city center. You can see very distinctive architecture, a very sort of enjoyable quality of life. So students walk around everywhere. I live in the heart of Dijon, so I live about a 5-minute walk from the school. Students often choose to live either together in student flats or in individual sort of studios, depending on what they're looking for, all within 5-10 minutes walk of campus. So in terms of quality of life, you're going to be able to walk around everywhere. There's a fantastic public transport system. The city is very green, very open, very beautiful. In fact, the city and the region are recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site and protected. And so really in terms of your life outside campus, you're going to have a great time. You're going to love it. So there's some pictures just to try and convey that for you. So we have our main campus in Dijon, which is where I am now. We have a secondary campus in Lyon. So that's France's second city. Now, the Lyon campus is slightly smaller. A lot of programs that are based on anything digital or tech-based. Lyon is kind of like the Silicon Valley in California of France. So anything to do with tech industries, sustainable new courses is based in Lyon. So we have a pretty high-profile, high-tech micro campus in Lyon. So depending on your program, you would be either here in Dijon or in Lyon. So yeah, studying in Lyon, as I mentioned, Lyon's a much bigger city than Dijon. There are over 21,000 international students there, over 50,000 jobs in the digital and creative industries alone. So really, it's a pretty big hub in terms of innovation and tech opportunities. And so, yeah, BSB has been able to really capitalize on our location to give you the best of the campus world here in Dijon, but also provide you with networking opportunities, internships, placements, everything that comes with having a campus in a cosmopolitan hub like Lyon. So yeah, so BSB is one of the, here in France, we call it a Grande Ecole. So it's really the creme de la creme of business schools, very, very sought after here in France. Indeed, if you want to join BSB or any other one of the Grande Écoles, as a French student, you need to pass very rigorous concours, which are entry tests. And then only those that come out scoring very high grades in those tests are invited to join us. So it's very prestigious. It is very well recognized throughout France, but throughout Europe and the world in general. If you have a degree from a Grande École, it's going to take you places in terms of employability after you graduate. BSB is among the top 1% of business schools in the world. So again, very well recognizable on paper, very highly recommended when it comes to future opportunities and employment after you graduate. We ranked in the top 3 of the Grande École where students are the happiest. So I think it ties into what I was saying before about the location and the quality of life. Students really, once they arrive on campus, are super, super happy. And it leads to a very fruitful, successful, but overall enjoyable student experience for them. So yeah, one in 4 students at BSB are international. So although you will be buying into the French experience, you'll be immersing yourself in a study experience like no other, à la française. You will also be surrounded by people from, I believe we have about 70 different nationalities represented on campus. So, so really it's important to us we very much value diversity and internationalization. And we really believe that students from all over the world bring the richness of their culture, their experience, their language, and campus here in Dijon is like a mini universe. You'll see people from and meet people and befriend people from all over the world. Both the student body and the staff indeed are always drafted in from around the world. So yeah, only about 2% of international students in France study at a Grande Ecole. So again, it's very prestigious. Now, international students, you guys, if you're applying for our courses, you will not have to go through the very rigorous exam process, concours, that French students would have to do when they apply for a Grande École. So you don't need to worry about that. We would, my team, so my colleagues and myself on the international development team would assist you and support you throughout your application. It's all online. I'll talk about that a little bit later. But you don't have to sit any entry requirement tests. You would just need to fit the criteria for applying for your chosen course and sit an English test. Of course, all of our courses are in English, so you would need to have a sort of basic level of English just to keep up with the curriculum and the program itself. So we here at BSB, we not only are trying to facilitate your degree. We're not just here to try and help you pass your exams. We are BSB is very focused on your future career. Okay, so we have a dedicated career booster service that's available to you from the moment you apply with us, even before you've arrived on campus, all the way through your studies, and even thereafter. After you graduate, alumni are more than welcome to make the most of the quite extensive career services that we offer. What does that mean? It means we have 7 coaches on site who their sole purpose is to help you with your future plans. So whether it's deciding on a master's program that you'd like to apply to specialize in something, whether you'd like to find out about partner universities or business schools where you can kind of split your degree between the two, whether you want to decide on future employability and jobs that you think would be well suited to you and well suited to the degree that you have. We have a very strong focus on this career booster aspect. Our coaches are available 24/7. You as a student can schedule meetings with them to discuss any aspect of your future. It's personalized coaching. They can help you with, as I say, your future plans, but also over the summer when the university, when the school closes, if you want to apply for an internship or a placement, they can help you with those kind of temporary job opportunities. And yeah, it's very important to us to make sure that you have all the tools at your fingertips to help you succeed after you graduate, after you leave us. So we're very focused on your future, your ambitions, your goals, what you want to achieve following your degree with BSB. With that in mind, we have a huge alumni network. So every graduate, no matter what industry they end up working in, no matter what country they end up going to, we have a very big emphasis on keeping in touch with them, validating what they're doing and allowing them, if they want to come back and inspire the next generation of graduates, of BSB students, so that you can see the practical value of what you're doing in the marketplace today. So we have a huge alumni network. We work very hard to keep in touch with them. We facilitate lots of networking opportunities with you guys, with current students and alumni, so that you can see where your degree is leading to, if that makes sense. So yeah, we have a number of programs. I don't have too much time to launch into the details of every single program, but essentially we cater for you no matter what stage in life you're at. So if you're graduating from high school, so all of our courses, first of all, have a sort of business and management focus, and that's part and parcel of being a business school here in France, a Grande Ecole. If you're just finishing high school and you're looking for your first degree for a bachelor program, we have a very popular, very sort of generic bachelor in management. Now this, the entry requirements are any non-French secondary school diploma or equivalent. So providing you finished high school, you would be eligible to apply for this. You would just need to upload your high school transcripts as part of the application process. And then, yeah, if you are a little bit beyond that stage and you have, you've already done a bachelor program in a management related field, you can also apply for direct entry into third year, into the last year of our bachelor program. So if you're coming straight from high school, you can apply for our 3-year bachelor in management program, where you'll be learning core aspects of management and business. Or if you already have a similar degree, you can apply to go straight into third year. So you would do 1 year and then you would receive your diploma from there. Like I said, all of our programs are taught in English, so you would need to have a minimum of a 6.0 IELTS result or equivalent. Yeah, I think that's about it. with the bachelor, so the first 2 years are quite generic, so going over very core modules in management and business that will then carry you forward to quite distinguished careers across those sectors. Now, in your third year, in your final year, is when you will really specialize in whatever you want to specialize in. So here you have some of the specializations that you can launch yourself into. So you can see they're quite diverse. They're quite wide-ranging. We have a number of wine-focused degrees, being in a wine capital of Europe. So if you wanted to launch yourself into the wine and spirits business, if you wanted to get into import, export, then you would be able to specialize in the third year of your bachelor's degree in wine tourism. Or you can go into a variety of different sectors, as you see here, including international business, luxury marketing, sustainable technologies, of course, very trendy. And you have the opportunity with BSB to study abroad. So you would, with the bachelor, for example, you would come here for 3 years. And you would have the option at no extra cost to study for 1 semester at one of our partner business schools or universities, or for a whole year. This is all included in the fees. We have a huge, big, long list of international partners. So if studying abroad is something that you, an experience that you wanted to add to your list while you were studying here, that is completely possible and very much encouraged. Okay, if you're beyond the high school stage, beyond the bachelor stage, and you're looking to specialize, we offer a very popular and very well known here in France, here in Europe, a master's. It's a master's in management, so it's a 2-year postgraduate program. In order to be eligible for it, you would need to have a bachelor degree, in a non-French bachelor degree, and you would really be specializing in business and management, with a view to entering straight off into a senior position with management or business orientated company here in Europe. So because we're a smaller campus, because we're in a medium-sized city, we're able to really focus on quality over quantity. Individual attention is super important to us. So there's your class sizes will never be larger than 40. We try to keep the numbers to a minimum, because we deem the individual attention that your tutor is able to give to you in a smaller class to be invaluable, really. And then yeah, in terms of this program, the masters, the first year would be, again, going over sort of core management business skills and modules, and the second year you would specialize again. So in terms of specializations, you would be able to choose from the 6 expertise fields detailed here below. And at the end of the 2 years, you would receive not only a degree in a master's in management, but also a degree in whichever specialization you choose. So you leave with a double diploma at the end from a very prestigious French university, that will then take you places no matter where you're going on your career journey. Okay, so if you don't want to commit to 2 years masters in management, we also have a number of 1-year MSc programs. So again, these are masters of science. If you went for the masters in management, your second year, you could choose one of these 9 MSc programs as your specialization, Or you could just go for one of these MSc programs and do a 1-year specialization. So as you can see, lots of different options here, ranging from corporate finance here in Dijon through to, green tech and sustainable societies in Lyon. So it really depends on which jobs you're looking to throw yourself at after you graduate. It depends on your ambitions. It depends on what interests you. But all of these programs are 1 year. They're all offered 100% in English, and every single one of them, you have the option to study abroad for a semester as part of your degree. So really great opportunities for you, a diverse range of subjects for you to throw yourself into, depending on what you're into, depending on what you're looking to do afterwards. And yeah, we also offer a number of scholarship options. Now, these are not full scholarships, but you would receive between 25% and 50% reduction in fees. Our scholarship deadline is in fact next week. So if you are interested in a course and you are thinking of applying over the coming weeks, over the coming months, I would encourage you to try and fast track your application and get it into me by next week if you can, so that we can put you forward for a scholarship to try and get your reduction in fees. So yeah, by the way, I know I'm giving you a lot of information right now. I'll be following up with this a copy of this PowerPoint by email, and also more information about how you can contact me, how you can apply for courses. So I'll be following up probably tomorrow, if not on Monday at the latest. So don't worry too much about taking notes, or I'll be in touch with you. So yeah, options for dual degrees, whether you're doing the master's and then a specialization in an MSc, whether you're doing a semester abroad or a year abroad as part of your course, we try and offer you, as many opportunities for dual degree diplomas as you can. So pay less, receive more in terms of diploma at the end of the year. Of course, as you know, when you're going into the job market, two diplomas definitely looks better than one. So we try and give that option to as many students as possible. All right, so this is the School of Wine and Spirits Business. We are ranked very highly, #1 in France. It's one of the faculties of the university, so you may have seen there are specializations in wine tourism available as part of the degrees that we offer. We're very well placed because we're in, as I mentioned, a very famous wine region here in France. So we've invested a lot of resources and energy and time and money into bringing together specialists from the wine and spirits business to really offer a fantastic insight into this industry. So if you ever did want to launch yourself into the wine and spirits business, as a profession, then Dijon and BSB is a great opportunity to do that. Yeah, so as you can see, here's some more photos of the surrounding region. It's really beautiful. These are some of our students sampling some wine. So lots and lots of networking opportunities, lots and lots of specialists, in this case wine specialists, who come and work and are here really to provide a platform for those students that want to see it as a stepping stone into the wine and spirits business. So lots of opportunities there. The courses that we offer vary depending on what stage in life you're at. So of course you can do an MBA in wine and spirits business, and that's a very intensive, fast-paced, lots of contact hours, lots of trips abroad, lots of networking opportunities. The idea with the MBA in wine and spirits business is to really throw yourself into a very senior position after you graduate in the industry. If you don't want to commit to that, there are various other options. So you can do the wine tourism specialization in your 3rd year of the bachelor program that I mentioned before. You can do an MSc, that's a 1-year program in sustainable wine tourism and gastronomy. So that's really thinking about the future of wine tourism, gastronomy, you know, things that we're going to have to change moving forwards, given the climate change situation, and given, you know, the fact that we're living in an ever-changing world with limited resources. So all of our programs, whether they're in the wine and spirits faculty or otherwise, are really geared towards the future and towards employability for you. So yeah, again, here we have some pictures of the beautiful beautiful region of Burgundy, where BSB is located. It really is the birthplace of wine. It's a region that's 100% dedicated to making every moment count. So there really is a joie de vivre about living in France, and in Dijon specifically. And the vineyards that you can see in the photographs here are over 2,000 years old. So yeah, part of the experience of studying here in Dijon is grabbing a picnic, enjoying the sun, jumping on your bike, you know, cycling out into the vineyards, having a glass of wine. So yeah, it's a wonderful surrounding to have for you as a student, and it's a really nice change to being in the classroom. So yeah, our students are lucky to have this at their fingertips. So this is the campus itself. So although we are living in we're offering an experience to study in a very traditional historical part of the world, the campus itself is super modern. So you can see here we have really top-notch, very modern facilities. Both campuses are located slap bang in the city centre. We have a fully equipped gym. We have a dance studio, a music studio. We even have a Zen room if you want to go and do some meditation or just be by yourself and be Zen. We have a fantastic learning center, library, with loads of spaces for group projects and lots and lots of resources. So yeah, you have everything on campus. You have a very vibrant campus existence. We have over 25 school associations. So lots of opportunity for you to meet people, you know, get out of the classroom, and keep yourself busy aside from your projects and your classwork. So yeah, again, these are some of the environments that we offer. And yeah, in terms of the application process, it's all online. It's very simple. If you were interested in one of our programs specifically, the process would be you would contact me. I'll give you my contact details at the end of the webinar, and I'll reach out to you guys, like I said, either tomorrow or on Monday. The process is all online. So you would go onto our website, you would click on apply, you would input all of your details. You would need to add some supporting documents, so your transcripts from high school or your degree if you already have one, and then you would need to do an English test just to make sure that you have the level to keep up with everything that's going on in class. And then that's it. There would be an interview depending on which course you're applying for with the program director. They would just ask you about your motivations, about you know, they're not trying to trick you. They just want to get to know you a little bit better, you know, find out why you want to come and study in France, what your motivations are with this course, and then that's it. Our admissions team would look over your application, and fingers crossed you would receive a positive result. So really very simple. We in the international team, myself and my colleagues are very experienced We speak a variety of different languages. We're very patient. We're very used to international student applications, and we really are here to help you and assist you every step of the way. So please don't hesitate to get in touch. That's what I'm here for. That's my job, is to help you, to give you information, to make you feel comfortable, and to assist you with your application. So please don't hesitate to reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. And then, yeah, here you have a picture of some of the members of our team. So together we look after the whole entire world. We're able to offer advice, support, administrative help wherever it's needed. And yeah, we're very much looking forward to speaking with you and being in contact. So yeah, I'll stop there for now. Hopefully that was informative for you guys. I hope it wasn't too much information. Yeah, I'm gonna stop now, and maybe we'll do some Q&A. I can see there's a few questions in the Q&A box, and then like I said, please feel free to contact me with specific questions, and I'll be happy to schedule a call with you guys individually.
Great, thank you very much, Patrick, for your brilliant presentation. I think yes, we have a few questions here. So if it's okay for you, I can read them and then you can answer.
Of course.
And that'll be great. Okay, so the first question that we have here is, does the institution offer accommodation for international students?
So because we're in the city center, we don't actually have on-campus accommodation. It's just a question of space, to be honest. A lot of campuses in other big cities have a campus outside town where they benefit from more space and accommodation on site. We don't have that because we're really right in the city center. However, there are lots of accommodation options throughout Dijon. Lots of our students choose to partner up and live together in a big house, 3 or 4 of them, students sharing. For people who prefer their own space, lots of like small studio apartments available within walking distance of the school. And if you would rather the support, we do have a student residence that's about 10 minutes from campus. So we can certainly arrange that for you. It would be self-catering accommodation, living with other students. It's not exactly on campus, it's about 10 minutes from there, but I would personally highly encourage you to go for something kind of private outside campus, because there's so much available, and it would allow you to immerse yourself in a kind of the Dijon / French experience, right, rather than being campus focused.
You're absolutely right. Thank you very much. Okay, our second question here related to living in France in general is, what is the cost of living in Lyon?
So you're looking at it's not very expensive. Like I said, it is because we're a smaller city, we're able to offer a much more affordable cost of living. So you're looking at probably around 800 euros per month for including your rent, for a kind of student budget, right? So very affordable, definitely under 1,000 euros per month in terms of living expenses, and yeah, like I said, scholarships available to bring down the cost of the course itself, but definitely a very, very affordable monthly kind of living budget for students here in Dijon.
Great, thank you very much. We have another question here that says, can I work while studying in France?
Yeah, of course. So lots of our students work part-time. the sort of student visa option allows you to work part-time, and the very fact that the campus is in the middle of the city means that there's a whole host of opportunities available, right? From some of our students work in bars, in cafes, in boulangerie, and even on campus itself, you know, in the library, the international office, we have a couple of interns, international students. So yeah, lots of opportunities for you to support yourself while you're studying, for sure.
Great, thank you very much. Our next question will be, do you offer advice in terms of visa application?
Do you offer what, sorry?
Advice.
On the visa application?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. We are, I mean, the visa application itself is not via us, of course. It goes via Campus France, or depending on the country you're coming from. But we are more than happy to offer advice on the visa application process. We work with a number of partners who in country who have offices, you know, will speak your local language, and if you'd like to go with your family or with friends for a bit of security. So we have sort of agents in country that are specialized in helping students through that application process. And of course, myself and the rest of the team are more than happy to give you advice. We don't always know the answers when it comes to visas, but we can certainly point you in the right direction so that you can get those answers.
Great, thank you very much. Our next question will be, you already mentioned it during the presentation, but it says, are there internship opportunities?
Yeah. So lots of internship opportunities. So as I mentioned, we have a large network of alumni working in a variety of different fields. We have a dedicated alumni team that works super hard to keep in touch with them and to make sure that they're available to tell their story and show you how their degree has impacted their employment later in life after they graduated. So a very large and extensive alumni network that we utilize for placements, internships, but also lots of partnerships with other institutions, other schools, and companies across a variety of different sectors. So like I said, BSB is very focused on employability, and we really want to make sure that, you know, this is the start of something very special on your career journey, and to that end, with that objective in mind, we have forged very important and long-lasting connections with a variety of companies and institutions who then offer placements, internship opportunities, partnerships, exchanges, so yeah, loads of opportunities to sort of look beyond the classroom, look beyond your degree, and think about your career and getting some work experience.
That's great. Talking a little bit about like the programs in general, and like the methodology or the methods that you guys offer there. Someone is asking here, how many hours of class are there per week, and how can we find this balance in between classes and fun?
So, I mean, it very much depends on the program that you're studying. Of course, some programs are more intensive than others, right? Depending on what level you are entering at. Some programs have more contact hours than others, so you would need to look in detail, right, at the program that you're applying for. In terms of striking the balance, I think our students are able to do that very well, just because of the city and the location that we're in, right? There is you cannot help but enjoy the city, the surrounding region of Burgundy, and even the most intensive of programs still leave space for students to be able to travel, to go out and enjoy what they're doing, to work part-time if they want to. So we have a big emphasis on, in France, they call it savoir vivre. So of course we need to work hard, we need to, you know, be serious, be conscientious, but we need to savoir vivre. We need to know how to live and know how to enjoy life as well. So that's definitely an aspect that is promoted and encouraged at BSB.
Great. Talking about this, do you guys offer any extracurricular activities for international students?
Yeah, so we have lots of associations, depending from anything from sports to, you know, debating, to lots of different associations. So no matter what you're into, you'll find like-minded people who would like to sort of enjoy that with you. We offer French lessons. So any student that comes to, although your course will be in English, 100% taught, all international students are eligible to take French lessons for free. The idea being that although your course is in English, and all of your projects and your hand-ins and everything will be in English, the school itself is in France, and of course if you're to really make the most of the experience and immerse yourself in the culture, then learning the language will be a part of that. So so all international students are eligible for free French lessons, quite apart from the course that they're studying. And then yeah, all of the facilities at the school are open to students, even at the weekend when the reception is closed. With your student card, you can come in and use the gym and use the learning center. If you have, you know, assignments over the holidays, and you're you know, it's your campus, so you're very much able to come in and make the most of it whenever you need to.
Great, thank you very much. Our next question will be related to, okay, you just mentioned that all the programs are taught in English. So we have a couple of questions about languages in general. The first one will be, what is the minimum level of English required to apply to any program? And how can I certify my English proficiency to apply for X program?
So as standard, you're looking at 6.0 IELTS kind of level for almost all of the programs. I think that's kind of a sort of basic. It doesn't need to be IELTS, the accrediting body. It can be any equivalent, so we accept all of those, but the level would be sort of 6.0 on the IELTS scale. We have recently started accepting Duolingo as an accrediting sort of English assessment body. So we have a link. It's very simple, it's quite cheap, I believe. And so yeah, I mean, we're very open. We just need some kind of accreditation to show that your English will be strong enough to follow the course and follow the curriculum and hand in all your assignments in English. But we have a variety of different options, and we're open to lots of accrediting bodies.
Cool, thank you very much. Our next question will be, what are the most popular programs among international students?
To be honest, it really
In your
depends.
opinion?
What's that, sorry?
In your opinion, what will you say? Like, what's the most like a program that are really
So to be honest, the master in management is very popular. That's the 2-year program. So you would need to have a bachelor degree already. It's very popular because it's very, very well known here in France. It's very prestigious. It has the option to not only stay back after you graduate for 1 year and look for a job. So in terms of visa, you're granted an additional 12 months to look for a job. So that's an advantage right there. You have the option to study abroad, as I mentioned, for 1 semester or 1 year as part of your program. and in the second year of the master's, you can choose any one of the 9 MSc programs that we offer. So the Master in Management is kind of like a staple. It's hugely popular. We sell out every year. So we're quite selective about who we welcome. So I would say the Master in Management, but then it really depends on what you're looking for, you know, what your career path is, what stage in life you're at. We offer, we don't offer a huge amount of programs because we really try to focus on quality over quantity. So I would say they're all fantastic. It just depends on what you're looking for.
That's great. Thank you very much. Our next question will be, do you offer any wine related short programs?
So no, is the short answer, to be honest. It's something that I think we're looking into, and we may begin to offer short programs at some point soon. You know, summer programs or slightly shorter kind of wine related courses. It's not something that's available right now, so it's not something that I can give you the green light on to go ahead with. However, it's something that we're looking into, so stay tuned. Get on our website and on our social media, and we'll update you as soon as they're available.
Great. And our last question will be, are there application deadlines to keep in mind?
Yeah.
What will be, that's like my question, what will be your advice for those students that are planning to apply?
So so the absolute limit application deadline would be July the 15th. Okay. So July the 15th, keep that date in mind. Beyond that, then we close all applications, you know, not long after that date. As I mentioned in the presentation, if you are thinking of applying and you have a course in mind, we over the last few months, we've been awarding scholarships, so 25 to 50% reduction in fees, so quite significant. We've nearly reached the end of the scholarship allocation period, but we have one last deadline, which is next week. So that's the 13th of April. So next week, basically, if you are thinking of applying, try to complete your online application by next week. By that point, you can send me a message and let me know that you're in the middle of the application process. And if you complete the application by the 13th, then you would be eligible for the last round of our scholarship options. So that's next week is a date to bear in mind. The 15th of July is the date to bear in mind for the end of the summer, the end of the application kind of process. And that would be for of course September intake, so starting in September 2022.
That's great. Thank you very much, Patrick, for your presentation, for the time you gave us during this webinar. I don't know if there is anything else you want to say, any last word for the people who is watching this webinar.
So I just wanted to say thank you very much to you guys and to BMI for the opportunity to present. Thank you everyone at home who's tuned in for this. I know that it's been a difficult couple of years. We've not been able to travel and, you know, do in-person events and come and meet you guys in the same way that we used to. But hopefully things are changing. Hopefully the worst is behind us now. And I know, just thank you for listening. Thank you for your interest. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate. I'm here to support you and answer your questions. And I'm delighted to be here today to give you an overview of BSB.
Great, thank you very much. Will you mind to share your contact details again?
Of course, yeah. I'll put them in the chat now. I'm going to give you my WhatsApp as well. So if anyone wants to WhatsApp me directly with sort of burning questions, then you're more than welcome to.
That's great.
There's my WhatsApp.
Yes.
There. And then
I
I'll give
think
you
that
my
will
email.
be really useful, and your email as well. You're right. I think you are, please make sure that you are sharing it for all the these viewers, participants as well. So I think you sent it like a direct message.
Hold on. Oh, right. Okay, I see. Hold on.
Yeah. But that will be really, really helpful for all the people who wants to keep in touch with you, and for those that still have any doubts or questions for you to answer. So we also invite all the people registered in this webinar and all the people who are watching us in our Facebook Live to visit the BSB Business School website, and of course the Viva Mundo website if you want to find more information about the studies abroad.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I shared it with everyone now, I think. So feel free to reach out to me by email. You've got my number there for WhatsApp communication if you want to fire me a quick message. Thank you again for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And thank you to you, Karen, and everyone at BMI for facilitating this.
Our pleasure, Patrick. We hope to see you soon. And thank you very much for your time and for all the information you gave us.
No worries. All right, guys, take it easy.
Bye.
Bye. Ciao.